Welcome everyone to a legendary land battle between myself as Slaanesh going up against a rubber duck of war as Nurgle. Now we played on the Darkland Crater with very interesting builds indeed, something you definitely wouldn't expect here on the battlefield. So 2 units of the plague drones with the death heads coming out of Ducky and then an extra unit of plague drones in the backside. For the main battle line, we are going to be having Nurglings, alongside here some Forsaken of Nurgle, Plague Bearers, and of course the big boys. We are going to have the Festering Stooges, the Exalted Plague Bearers of Nurgle, and these bad boys are incredibly tanky. They are going to be having the Festering Gate, which can actually replenish all units, and when they're all fully replenished, they can actually restore dead combatants, which is certainly quite an interesting ability, plus also the Gloomer Flies, which can also cause terror when they're engaged in melee combat, which is just a flipping nightmare. So, on the front, we are going to have the Cultist. He's going to be here with the icon of Eternal Virulence, as well here as the Warrior Bane. He's also going to be having Regeneration and the Gate of Nurgle to summon more Plague Bearers to the battlefield. For the Lord Choice, we are of course going to have the Big Chungus, Kugarth Plaguefather, coming forward today here with his brand new Pestilence Decay. And he's going to be having the Arcane Conduit, as well as the Children of Nurgle, the Slime Trail, the Nurgling Infestation, and then the spells of the Fleshy Abundance, the Miasma of Pestilence, the Stream of Corruption, also the Contagion with Nurgle Tide, and then also there the Stand Your Ground for that melee defense and leadership. At the front for me though, we are going to be having the Double Keeper of Secrets. Now they've only got one bound spell. They are each going to be having Acquiescence as well as the Lash of Slaanesh. Still going to be having the Law passive of the Blissful Rapture. And for the main line, we are going to be having, I believe, 5 units of the Anti-Infantry Marauders. On either side, 2 units of the Demonettes, including here the Bringers of Beguilements. Now, these bad boys are, or should we say bad ladies, are going to be very good indeed. They do cause Rampage, Bucketloads of Armor Piercing, Magical Damage, 59 melee attack as well, here as the Soul Scent, Devastating Flanker, and of course, Perfect Vigor. In the back, we are going to have 2 units of Marauder Spears, and then the Lord Choice, which is going to be Nakari. So Nakari here is going to have the Harvester of Souls, Arcane Conduit, Blissful Rapture, and then also the Soul Siphon, spells of the Slicing Shards, Acquiescence, the Witsealer Stored, and then also Willing Prey. So what I want to do, I want to go the triple here. I know, of course, Kugarth was buffed quite recently, and you normally either go Kugarth or you normally go the Exalted Lord, and they both have the Pestilence Decay, so you don't really want to bring too much infantry. I wanted to go with 3 snipers to try and see if we could snipe the big boy. Now, a bit of a mistake coming from me. I tried to juke a little bit in the back here, a little bit too long up against the Plague Drones. They're going to be firing in the back. I really wanted to negate the amount that Nakari was getting hit, but of course there's 20 ammunition here between both of them, so I was going to be dodging for a long time. So I do make a bit of a mistake there. I go a little bit far away, focus a little bit too much, and the Pestilence Decay and the rest here does quite a bit of damage to my army before I get in. So a bit of a skip on here. The infantry is going to be coming forward, and now we're going to be engaging here. Plague Bearers at the front. Nurglings as well going to be fighting here up against the Marauders. Marauders will win that rather quickly. Marauders going to be fighting up against Forsaken. Not really a good engagement here. The heavily armoured Forsaken with Poison going to do very well here up against the lightly armoured anti-infantry Marauders. Coming on the flanks, we are going to have more Marauders. Very weak here with the Demonettes. Kugarth is going to be yeeting all of those Nurglings towards the Demonettes of Slaanesh. We do actually have bonus for large spears coming through the pocket. Going to try and fight here up against Kugarth. So in the back, going to be doing a bit of juking here with the triple threat, trying to get them in the back. The Plague Drones, though, going to be recharging up against my Marauders. Really nice stuff there coming from Ducky, really activating that negative 16 leadership thanks to that rear charge. And you can see there breaking my unit rather quickly. So we do actually have the Regiment of Renowned Exalted Demonettes charging through, and they are going to, there we go, they're going to rampage the Plague Bearers of Nurgle and just delete them in a matter of seconds. The Regiment of Renown, the Festering Stooges, going to be fighting in the pockets up against the Marauders of Slaanesh. And here we go, the triple threat. Oh, look at the spin as we come through here with Nakari. He's going to be coming after Kugarth, and he wants blood. He wants gore, and he wants everything disgusting that Kugarth has to give him. Willing Prey has been activated. Negative 40 melee defense down to 24 there for Kugarth. I'm sure here perhaps he could maybe counteract that there with a Stand Your Ground. A Whip of Slaanesh down the line here of the Nurglings. Not really too much damage to write home about. And Nakari, he is going to be cycle charging, trying to get it in and out, and making sure all 3 of the Keepers here are able to attack up against Kugarth. Fleshy Abundance does manage to activate here for Ducky. Acquiescence has also been activated, given that negative 24 melee defense and speed. Looks like here, poison for Nukari, so he's going to get debuffed quite considerably. And then we're also going to be shooting even further into the pocket with the double plague drones. So Ducky's going to be taking the lead here rather quickly. He's still rampaging in the back. We do have the Bringers doing some really, really nice work indeed. In the pocket, still incredibly healthy, are going to be the Festering Stooges, and they're going to be a nightmare to deal with. So looks like we are going to get a Slicing Shards in the pocket. Trying to see if I can, try and destroy as many of the regenerating forces as possible. The Stooges are an absolute nightmare to deal with. So you see, I love the effect. I love the sounds here of these Slicing Shards. You're going to see the mirror effect coming down and just that glass shatter as it hits the floor. Trying to get away here with Nukari. He's taking a lot of punishment in the sky. The double plague drone shooting. Plague drones also chasing the melee combatants, trying to get on top of Nukari and do all the good damage. It's going to be 1v1 here. A little bit of a silly mistake there from me. But the keeper needs to get around the pocket, try and fight up against Kugarth as much as possible. We do actually have the Playfather ability, given that 24 melee defense and 16 leadership in a 35-meter radius. Now, Demonettes and more Marauders are going to be coming around the pocket. Has some Spears and Marauders around the back pockets. Need to get those back into the battlefield, fighting as much as possible. Going to be rampaging with the infested Nurglings. We should hopefully get an explosion there as well, which also cause some really good damage up against the Bringers. Bringers do actually have that negative 40 melee defense on them, thanks to the Lord Choice, Kugarth activating all of his items and abilities, and more Slicing Shards in the pockets of the Festering Stooges. Really, really trying to bring the hurt here up against the Stooges, and that's going to be there long enough that they are going to be able to get out, and it's probably going to hit a lot of my own infantry. We do actually catch quite a few of the plague drones in the sky, so nice work there, and we are going to be catching Nurglings with a bit of rampage. A lot is going to be rampaging here, including Kugarth, which actually means he can't cast magic. So we're going to be fighting in the middle. The Witch-Sealer Sword was activated, but unfortunately here, the big man Nukari goes down, and it looks like here it's just going to be the double keepers going up against Kugarth. And of course, he's going to be fighting in melee combat, so he is still going to be using that passive ability of the Pestilence Decay. Going to be destroying all of my units here in a 35-meter radius, doing some absolute filthy, filthy damage. In the back we break. That is going to be army losses. GG's and well played here to Ducky. He is going to finish off with some army losses. And we'll be getting dragged down through the dirt. And look how healthy those Stooges are. 8,600 and they're still healing. It's absolutely absurd. But yeah, they're going to be firing through. We did manage to get Kugarth down to 5,800. So yeah, pretty damn good work there. The Cult is still going to be going pretty strong. And the Flying Force was looking good. So kind of problems in this matchup. I definitely think this is by far the hardest matchup for Slaanesh. I really think this really, really sucks for them, because with Pestilence Decay, most of the infantry that's going to be fighting is really going to struggle, but then also you have Stream of Corruption that can just delete all units, and if you overcast it, you get very, very good armor-piercing values as well. So it's a really, really tough battle, and I really, really did consider bringing Furies, but my Furies with Slaanesh that pay for armor-piercing lose to the poison of Nurgle, so it's a bit of an unfortunate one there. If I really invest in an Air Force and Ducky's also going for just a cheap Air Force, I just lose. But the fact here that it didn't bring any, and then we also of course have the Plague Drones in the sky, yeah, it just sucks, because of course he could shoot me forever, and the Plague Drones did incredibly well. So 2,780 there for Kugarth. Managed to really kind of stop the value that he could get. Of course, I brought lots of single entities, trying to really see if I can snipe the big Chungus, but we got 1.8k there and 1.6 for the Death Heads, doing rather well indeed, and then also the Plague Drones coming in at 340. 1,600 here for the Festering Stooges, a very, very powerful unit. Really, really do watch these. They're going to be very good in land battles, incredible in land battles indeed, but then also very, very good there on domination. 214 for the Cultist, 137 kills, 544 there for the Forsaken, and 517 for the Plague Bearers. 402 there for the Nurglings, and a very, very nice performance from Ducky. From myself, Nukari, he came in at 2,300, so nowhere near paying for himself, unfortunately. The same there for Kugarth as well. So both of these coming a little bit under performance. 1,200 and 950 for the Keepers, also underperforming. 1,000 there for the Bringers, and you know, they were very, very good. I really do like these. I can definitely see the application. They're super fun, and I can see where a lot of people are going to really enjoy these, especially in land battles where you can really pick off units, or you know, even actually in domination, you find certain units out of position with no cover. They're going to be rampaging, and these lovely ladies are just going to shred through them like they don't even matter. Demonettes coming in at 290, and then the Marauder Spears coming at 230, 220, with 150, 240, 300, and 350 there for the Marauders of Slaanesh. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you did, please smash that like button. Feel free to leave a comment down below as well. And if you haven't already, do feel free to subscribe. It really does help the growth here of the channel, and it would put a big smile on my face. If you haven't already checked out that description, you can find all my other social media platforms, including that Twitch and that Discord. But other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourself during these times, and I'll see yourself very, very soon.